Is it visible to all?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Also tell me about the font size, which is much better for you to visual because
Yes,
I'm
sir.
writing
Sir,
the
font size is very small. It's not visible properly. You
now.
could no. Could you please?
Now it's
No, you
very,
keep it.
now it's visible.
Yeah. Now it's visible, sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
so
sir.
I will zoom my screen whenever it is required. First, zoom out it just to give you little information about this UI. The left side, there is a script window. You can say script manager window. Here we can create n number of file you want to create. Simply, you need to click this new button and select the file option to create your new file. Suppose I want to create here, what I am selecting is simply click this new button and the third option, it is called the file. Once I click this file button, it will ask me to give that script file name. So let me make this Java script basic. This will be the file name. This is the repository which I have created, and simply I have to click this OK button. Once I press this in a left side, here you can see a new file is created called JavaScript Basics. It is visible. Everyone
Yes,
got this
it is
point?
Yes,
visible.
yes, it's
Yes, sir,
clearly
visible.
visible.
Yeah. So all you know how to create your first file in a Google Earth Engine, simply click this new button and select this file option. Once you click this file option, it will ask you to give the file name. Simply give your file name. I have given this JavaScript basics, and it will open in a center of the screen. This center of the screen is your code editor. Actually, here we are going to write some codes. So, in this screen, whatever codes you want to do, you have to write it here. And for the output purpose, we are using this console. And for the running of this script, there is some button called run. So let me first write some scripts for you, like simple print. Print is, you can say, if you want to send something to the console, there is a function called print for the output function. Suppose I write India. Yes, just in message, nothing else. And I click this run button. Once I click this run button, okay, I will make this smaller so that you can easily view this. What happened to this? This function take this input, the string input, and once you click this run button, it run and throw the output to the console. This whole thing is run on your web browser. So this is a simple method. You can write anything, whatever you want. India, hello world, or the purpose, or you can see some variables values. Whatever you want, you can do it. Simply by if I write hello and then word, maybe this is the first program you have already seen in last class. So the next thing is we need to create some variables. What kind of variable you want to create? Suppose you want to create integer, strings, boolean. You already know in some basics programming languages like C, we need to define the type also. Before declaring a variable, we need to define its type like int, char, float. These are some data types. Data types is for just to know the compiler how much size we require to hold that variable. But in a scripting language, we are very lucky. We no need to write such a data types. Instead of, we simply write the where keyword. Where is a keyword to declare a variable. Suppose I want to hold the name of city. So we can create a variable named city and we simply type the Delhi. Semicolon is used to show the end of the line. So here one variable is created named city and the value of this variable is Delhi. You can simply print this variable value by giving comma and run it. You can easily see the first string is printed, then the city is printed. If you want to print the city before this message, then type here the city and comma. What is the difference between these two? Even in this double quote, I can also type the city. What happened? We simply run this. The difference is that if we double quote this variable name, if we double inside this double quote, if we write the variable name, it treat it as a string. A string means is a one kind of data type. So if I run this again, it print 2 times this variable's name, and here the variable is not quoted by this double quote. So therefore the value of this variable is print. So if I want to make some variables like age 25, or you can say student name like Rohit. So how we can print this? Simply we need to type the variable name, student name, then age. Once we click it, you are able to see the output here. For the next step, what we need to create? We need to create a list of variables. Suppose I want to hold all the participants' names in the variable, then what is the possibilities to get these variables? One way of is I can store P1 participant 1 and their name. Maybe whatever your name is. Suppose I write like this. Then again participant 2 and their name. Same for participant 3. But what happens if there are 50 participants? Then I have to create the 50 different variables name because two variables names cannot be the same. That's a basic rules. Other, if I have write here like this, what it does, first it create a P1 variable with the name of Manoj. Then once I again write P1 equals to R, what happen? It will override the P1 variable with the new variable. It means we are not able to create same variable's name in the same scope. The problem is still exists. We have to create variables for storing all participants' name. The best way for doing this is to create an array. There is a concept in programming language called array. What array does? It stores the different values with single name. a single name of variable is used to store n number of value. All the data, or you can say values, are distinguished or identified using the index number. Suppose I want to store some names like student name. Then how I can store it? There is a bracket used called square bracket. I hope it is visible to all. The square bracket is in your keyboard after the P. Just next to the P, there is a square bracket, opening as well as closing square bracket. This is used to create for the array. In some cases, we call it list also. Okay. So if now I want to create the variable which stores n number of participants' names, I can simply write their name in this order. How it stores, let me show to you board. It will create an array. Its index is start from 0, 1, 2. And the first name which I have given is Manoj. It's stored in the first block. Second name, whatever I given, it's a Rohit. So second name, Rohit will stored in this. And the third name, I given Aman, it is stored in this book. And this variable name is student name, whatever name I have given, that is the. So the array is one very nice variable which holds different kinds of values with single name. And all the values are distinguished with the index number. I hope you will understand what I am saying to you. And why it is important for us? Because you may be creating in future, you may create some Google Earth Engine application where you want to select different satellites variable, different satellites based on the user. So we can create a variable like this. Lights, and it will be like this, like len set 9 or len set 8, len set 7. So this is the real way how you can use this. You are defining this variable simply to traverse in different satellites. So first is check whether the latest image will available. So the satellite 8, if that date is not belongs to Landsat 9, then it belongs to 8, then it goes for the 7. Similar kind of things you can do with this array variable. One more thing which I want to address here is, for creating variable, there is a one standard which we always follow, and I recommend you should also follow. That is called the camel casing. Here you can see the students and name, the two different words. The variable name always start with a small letter, and the next word should be the capital one, because student's name. So I start with the small, and the next new word is the first letter is capital one. suppose I want to add this satellite data, satellites of Landsat. So it should be like, don't start your variable name with the capital letter. So these are the basic standards for creating variable. And also don't start your variable name like that. This for whole capital letter we use to it for defining the constants. And if the first letter is capital like this, so we use this for the class purposes. So normal variable creations, we simply follow the standard. The first one is the variable name must begin with a small letter. Begin with a small letter. And after that, it followed by the letter name, letter or numbers. If you want to store, you can create variable like this also. Landsat 8, and whatever the resource name is, you can write like that. So it's begin with a small letter followed by alphabets or digits. So this is also a very good and valid way of creating variables. If you want to print the first satellite name, that is Landsat 9, the simple way is, I have already told you the array index starts from the 0. It means this Landsat 9 will stored on the satellite. Maybe I should reduce the name so that it reduce the typing time. So in this satellites, if I want to get this Landsat 8, the simple way of doing this is I can type print, then the variable name. The variable name is satellite and the index of that particular values which I want to access. Its index will be 0, it's 1, and that is will be 2. So let's run this code. And here we can get the value called Landsat 9. If you want to access the Landsat 8, then you simply change it to 1 and click the run. It will give the output of satellite 8. There is one exercise for all of you. What it is? You all have to create one variable which stores the current year. So I will give you one exercise and you should reply it on your chat box. Exercise 1 is to create a variable to store current year. Okay. And the second exercise is you need to create an array for storing first 4 month of year and also give me the code to print third month. Okay, let me tell you one more thing. That is, if you want to comment something, comments means the code which are not going to execute, then there is a way of doing it by using this slash. It's called backslash. Sorry, it's called forward slash. It is just in front of your shift, the right shift button. And for creating this, you can simply select the lines and press Control with that slash. It will uncomment it, and once you press it again, control and slash just before the right shift button. The shortcut for comments is control plus this slash button. If you are using this, it will comment out the codes for you. Suppose I want to comment this line. I simply press control and slash button. Okay. And for uncommenting, I simply select control and slash button. So now I give you 2 minutes to simply give me the name of variable which stored the current year along with the value like this. I have declare here the variable called age. Simply you have to declare the variable for the current year and you should assign the current year value on it. And the second thing is you need to create the array variable which hold the first 4 months of the year, and you need to print the third month from that list. So quickly do it and reply me on the chat so that I can know what is your reply. Do it. Next 2 minutes is for you. Create variable which hold the current year and also create an array which hold the first 4 months of the year. Kindly do it fast. You can simply write in your chat box also. Anyone? Not like that. Anyone else? Where equals to 26 is here the variable name is missing. Tejashwini, you need to write the variable name also. Like
Yes, sir.
here,
Variable means where age I have to write. Where year.
if here Anuradha is doing well.
Okay, sir.
And
I have a
for
question. It's
Mark,
done, but is there a difference between double colon and single colon?
no. For here there is no difference. You can also use to define a string single quote as well as double quote also.
Okay, no difference between double quote and single quote.
Yes, you can
Okay.
use both. The only thing there is an error in Anuradha's message is you need to print the month now, but in month you are not using the index number. You simply assign months, or actually you are overwriting months to the March, which is not good. You should use the index number also. Anyone want to correct? Oh, there is a one error. Paul, Mr. Paul. Here you are using a space in between the variable name creation, which is error. It don't allow special symbols like space in between the current and year. You should avoid to use this. The best answer for the current year writing is Mr. Gupta. That is a very nice. I want this kind of output from all of you. This is the correct one. The correct answer for declaring the current year will be this. The where current year there is no space in between and year first letter is the capital one. So that is the very nice one. Also, I am expecting the second answers from all of you. Kindly reply fast. Fast. So now it's fine. And it's also perfect one. The only thing is, if you use the variable with the two words name, then it would be much better. Anuradha, you are doing well. If you write it like the current, then year should be the year first letter should be capital, then it would be good. Otherwise, your code is fine. It will works 100%. To simply print the third month of the year, what index number we should use? The 2. For the third element, -1. If we want to print the second month of the year, then we should use 1. 2 minus 1. For Mr. Chatterjee, the where of month, the equal sign is missing. To assign a values to the variable, the equal sign is required, and you have missed that equal sign. Yeah, it's also the fine code. Now it's for Joy, Mr. Joy, where and month there must be a space in between variable name and where keyword. For Mr. Ashutosh, you missed the where keyword. Before defining the variable, you must use the keyword where space month. Other things is fine. So the best answer will be here in this code, a month of 3 will print the April, not the March. And I want to print the third one. So you should write 2. So final answer I am taking here from the Anuradha, and she's doing well. So I simply copy its code and run for all of you. So let's run her code. I hope now you all know how to run this code. So the answer is March, and it's absolutely right answer. If I write here the 3, it would be print the April. If I write 3 and run it, it print April. The current year is also the correct answer for this. So why I'm giving this and discuss all these things, just to tell you what are the silly mistakes we did for at the time of doing the course. So that is why I will do this for every topic, whatever I teach you. I simply give some kind of exercise to all the participants. I request you all, you must participate on that exercise and run it, this code, so that you will learn literally something new. Otherwise, only for listening, you will not able to do the coding. It would be the simple one. You are seeing the video of how to swim, and without entering the water, you want to learn the swimming. So it's not possible. I think no one can teach you without entering the water, the swimming. So first you need to enter in the swimming pool, then only I can teach you the swimming. So let's start. I hope you all are able to create the variable as well as array. The one and another important variable which we are using frequently while coding in the Google Earth Engine, that is called objects. What is objects? Or in some other language, it's also called dictionary. So first I will create a simple dictionary for you. Then we go for a difficult one. The syntax for creating any variable is first you write the keyword, that is where. then the name of the dictionary variable. So suppose I want to create for the location. I want to create a variable location. But for the particular location, you all will know that in a Google Map or Google Earth Engine, you already know that if I click anywhere in the world, suppose I click here. Here you can see that it has two values. First is latitude and second is longitude. I hope it is visible to all of you. One variable is automatically created when I click this pointer in the map. It gives me the latitude and longitude of that particular locations. As a geo persons, you all know in the world there is a unique latitude and longitude for every location. If you want to know the latitude longitude of particular location, suppose the Delhi, then you simply type top of the search bar Delhi, and here you can simply click this at any point, whatever points location you want to search. Suppose I want to get this Rohtak, and simply I click this, I will get the value. Why it's not there? Geometry point. Here it is, its value. It's a coordinate value. I am able to get it. What it is? The latitude 76.59 and the longitude 28.88. I want to store this in a single variable. The one way is I simply create this kind of array, latitude and longitude. But if I'm creating this kind of array for latitude and longitude, and in some other code I want to access only the latitude, then I must know the index number every time. For the programmers who codes in a different manner, if he stores longitude first and latitude second, then the whole scene will be changed. So there is a one way of storing the variables with a single name, but inside we give separate name to each variable. It means the variable name month is here is a single variable name. It holds 4 different values with the index number only. The 0, 1, 2, and 3, whatever the number will be, is begin from 0 to 1. But if I want to store the January in a name, Jan, February in a name of Feb, March in the name of May, March, so that I can easily access month.gen, it will gives you the January. So in the similar manner, I want to store the location of Delhi. So there is a one special bracket called curly bracket. It is in the same location where we have used the square bracket after the P, but we have to use the shift button to type this curly braces. Shift, we have to press the shift, then the square bracket, it will convert it to curly braces. And we need to give two things. One, that is a key. It means it's a variable name. Suppose I want to store latitude, then a special symbol called colon. Colon is just next to the L. Once you press that semicolon with the shift, it converts it to the colon. Double 2 dots are there, upper side and lower side. And then the value, for Delhi, its value will be what? 76.59. 76.59. Then again, we need to create a variable called longitude and colon. What is the longitude for it? 28.28. 88. So here one variable is created named location, but it has two different values. One is longitude and second is latitude. And the order doesn't matters, because if some person first writes the longitude and then latitude, again it doesn't impact the values. But if I store it in an array, then it impacts, because the order will change or user will access only with the index number. So it will create problem in future. But here we can simply specify that variable's values. How we can print it? Simply print the variable name dot the second variable, and we will run it. Here you can see the latitude value is printed. If I change it to longitude, sorry, its longitude value is printed. If I change it to latitude, and press run button, then longitude will be printed. If you want some custom messages like this, longitude, and you can simply, okay, I have never addressed this point. If we press this comma, the value will be printed in the next line. If we write the plus, it will print in the same line. So I just want to print it like this. Here you can see that the longitude and their value. If I simply replace with that comma, what it did, it pressed new line. It means for comma, every variable value will be printed in a new line. For plus, it will be treated as a concatenation. It means it's joining two values. The first one is a string and second would be any data type. If we join a string with any data type, it converts to the strings. So the custom message will be longitude plus the longitude values. And then again, I'm doing the plus latitude. And for latitude, we can also write like this, double quote. And when I run it, you will able to see, okay, this is concatenated because I'm not giving a space just before the latitude. So let me give it. Now you will able to see that output. What it gives us, it's simply create a dictionary variable. The benefit of dictionary variable is it is stored different value along with their name also. It is very easier for programmers or the coders to access the particular values. And instead of remembering every index number, it's much easier and it's very frequently used throughout this programming in Google Earth Engine. So this is a dictionary variables. And next, what I'm going to do it, not only the latitude and longitude, I can store some more variables inside this. For every time I don't want to run this code, so simply I comment out this all code. Now it gives me only the output for that 2 lines. Okay. Next, I want to add some more data type inside this. Simply I can write, suppose I want the city name also. So there is a city name variable I have created inside this dictionary curly bracket, and I want that it should be Rohtak. And now I run it. It doesn't impact, doesn't change anything because I'm not going to print this value. If I want to print, then I simply write like that plus location dot city. If I run this, you will see that Rohtak city name is printed. If I want to add some space there, I simply concatenate city. Now it shows much better. I hope it is useful for you. The next thing is, not only I can write dictionary with this simpler type of variable, we can also write a dictionary in which each variables can be a simple variable or it may be an array. So one more example I will show you for this. That is, let me define length set parameter, which we are soon use in upcoming classes. How I have defined this variable, I simply type the variable name. First letter is small. In once new letter is come, I capitalize it. The curly braces I have used with the semicolon. Now inside this variable, I want to store some things like bands value. For true color composition, we need to give the band names. So for the band name, what there is some combination. It is not exactly one. I simply give you the name of band, like band 4, band 3, and band 2. As well as I want to store the latitude, which I have used, and every variable it must be comma separated. So the band ends, I put the comma, the latitude ends, I simply put the comma, and for the last, I don't need to give the comma. Length and longitude, let's put some value in a longitude like 28.2. You can also add some more variable, whatever you want to do. So this is a one similar kind of, or you can say the real use of this dictionary variable. It can be the combination of array or simple variable, or inside the dictionary variable, we can also use the dictionary variable. It may become some complication for you right now, so we will not going to use that. The simple thing is, first for the object or dictionary variable, we need to create it by using that curly braces. So opening curly braces, then here's a closing curly braces. Each variable we are giving a separate name, like longitude, latitude, and city name. If it is a string variable, we can enclose it with the single quote or the double quote. For number or real number, you can say integer, we don't need to give the single quotes. Even we can also use the dictionary variable or object variable in which a variable can be an array also. So here I have created one variable called band, which having the 3 different values. Each will have its index will be 0, 1, and 2. And next we have longitude and latitude. We can also do the printing for this values also. How we can print this? Simply print and length set params dot bats. If I'm going to print it, it gives you data. Look how it gives you how it prints the array. Here, there is a one arrow. Once you click it, it shows the exact index number where these values are stored. So our console is very smart enough. And if you want to print the latitude, you can simply write the comma and lens, your variable name, and set params dot lat. And once you run it, here the output is, because I use the comma, the output is in new line. If I concatenate it, the output will be in same line. So what is your next exercise is to create a variable for MODIS satellite which have key values for dictionary variable like bands and min and max. The value for bands will be the same B4, B3 and B2. Sorry. And for me, the value will be, it may be some cloud cover, or for max, it may be 3,500. So this is your next exercise which you all will do in next 2 to 3 minutes. So create one object variable, the name you have to decide it for the satellite MODIS, and it have a similar kind of band like B4, B2, B3, and it also carry two variable called mean and max. So let's see who gives a reply first. I hope you all understand what I'm saying to you. Or okay, come on, do this.
So min and max would be included in the same variable with bands, or it should be a separate variable?
It should be a single variable like this length params. We have to use one object variable. Inside
Yeah.
that object variable, I want one array variable which carries the bands and two integer variable which carries this mean or max value.
So that is, the question is that can it be included in the same script where you have bands B4, B3, B2 and also min and max?
Yes.
Okay.
Whatever in your mind, you simply write the code and paste it in the chat box so that others can also understand what are the possible ways of doing this. There are n number of way of doing this. Yes, it is a very absolute way of doing this. We got the answer. Yes, modis band, modis param. Modis band is not the correct variable name, Mr. Joy, because it not only have the band, it have some other values also. So modis param is, I think it's a good variable. Param means parameters. The modis is satellite and we are using some parameter of that satellite. That's why I am giving similar this kind of name to the variable. I hope it understand. Other things are fine. Even there is no error in your codes. It works. The other, let's wait for someone else. Modis is, it's fine. If you give the name modis and the variable name, or someone has changed the band's value. Maybe they know much better the modis than me. Okay, it's fine. Okay, band's spelling is incorrect, but it's also fine. And band A. Oh, you missed, Mr. Asudesh, you are missing the comma. Just before the max and mean, you need to put the comma also. Then only it works. Otherwise, you will get the error. Also, you are not giving me the curly braces and the semicolon at the end. And here, Tejashwini, you also miss the comma just before the max. And other scores are fine. Okay, try it. Okay, for now, I got the. Okay, someone also trying. Modis params B2. Yes, its score is fine. Anyone is still having some troubles to know these things? Oh, Moon, your code is not correct. I think you not understand what I'm saying. Please correct your code. You are simply writing double quotes and printing inside the print, which is not good. The whole code is erratic. First, you understand that you need to create an object variable in this way. The name of first you need to create word, then variable name. Then to assign value in a variable, we usually use equals to. If it is a dictionary type of variable, we simply begin with the curly braces and end with the curly braces followed by the semicolon. And then inside this object, we can create the bands like this. The bands, then values, then comma. Just after this first variable ends, we put the comma. We create the second variable, then value, then we create the, then we add the comma and third variable. So please, Munmun, you should correct your code. Modis keys and Anuradha's code is fine. No. It has some error. Sorry. Anuradha. Anuradha, you must use the colon for assigning the key value pairs. For assigning a variable modis key equals assignment operator equals to operator is fine. But inside that dictionary variable, we can't use the equal symbol. We must use this colon. Let's see. You must see that in your screen. Let then colon. So please correct it, Anuradha ji. Please do it. And for others, Mr. Gupta, modis param dot band and printings the value. It is fine, but in the end, you are using the semicolon. You close this parenthesis, then you can use this semicolon. Other codes are fine. And Mr. Paul, Nayantara, sorry, Nayantara ji, what you need to do, modis param band. You miss the comma. Again, you miss the comma just before the max. You put the comma, and just before the min, you also put the comma. Then you can print this. Or Inshuman. Vastu. Modis param. This code is fine. The printing the max variable and this code is fine. And for the Anuradha mod is key mean. Again, he is giving equals to symbol, which is wrong. No, first you use this and tell me what is the error. Miss Anuradha, please use that colon instead of equal symbol before the mean and as well as before the zero in a max also before 3500 you need to write the colon. And again, if the error is come, then let me know what the error you are getting. Modis param and band. Now it's fine. One, you have created this. Expected token at this. Anuradha ji, you just paste whole your code in chat so that I can see what the error you are having. It is in line number 5. So if you are writing this whole code in line number 5 or some other lines, the error it is. Simply paste your code here. Mod is band. I am copying your whole code and going to paste it here in my screen. Just to show you, oh, you are using the equals to symbol again. I am replacing this equals to the colon, and for the max, I am also replacing it to the colon. Look, there is no error. I am using your code and there is no error. Simply I have replaced this equals to colon and the all errors is gone. Even if for you, I can also print this print modis key dot bands and going to run this code for you. And look, it works for me. Now the course is correct. Still, if anyone is getting error, then let me know. The correct code is here, but I want to know if you are still facing any error to run the code, then please let me know. I want everyone must run this code in your screen, in your code editor and check whether it works for you or not. Because I don't want to share this code. Once I share, you will not going to type it. I hope now the code is correct and no one is getting any error. If anyone is getting error, then let me know. Is there anyone who is still having error to run such a code? No? Okay. So let's start some new topic, which is very important again. It's one kind of logical statements we are going to run, which is also very useful for the coding purposes. We simply call a conditional statement. What we call it? Conditional statements. What that mean? It means that if there is some value you got in particular variable, you want to execute the particular part of the code. Otherwise, you want to execute another part of the code. It's a mostly used in programming. So let's use this. Again, I am going to comment all above codes so that we can easily see the output of this. Okay. So the conditional statements, first I am going to show you that is a if. What that means? If the whatever condition I'm going to write, is it correct? This if the statement is true, that block will execute. If it is false, then there is a block called else. It will execute. And here we have to put some condition. If that particular condition is true, then this block will be executed. If it is false, this condition is false, then else block will be executed. We can use if without the else also. If you have a condition that only in case of true you want to do some additional things. If the cloud cover is greater than 500, then you want to do something. Otherwise, your code is fine. Then you can do that logic only with the use of this if also. But if you have some index value and you want to do based on the range, okay, if it's greater than 5, then do this, or if it is not, then you want to do something else. Then the else comes in a picture. It means you have two ways. Based on this particular condition, you want to decide something. So for you, if I just want to create one variable of NDVI value, suppose I want to store one NDVI value, I can simply store it by this. This will be the NDVI value. And I just want to check the NDVI is greater than 0.3. If it is greater than 0.3, then we can simply print its vegetation. Or else we can say it's bare land. Or you can say what if NDVI value is greater than this. So in that particular example, what I'm doing, I simply hard coding the NDVI value 0.5. But in real scenario, we will calculate it with your satellite image data, and then we predict this things, whether it's a vegetation or bare land or waters, whatever thing it is. So let's run this code again. I simply click the run button and it gives me the output of vegetation because the value is greater than 0.3. I'm not going in detail about the operator, right? Because you all know that if greater than symbol is this and less than symbol is this, equals to is this, not equals to is this. Not equals. Yeah, this is a not equal. If I'm checking a particular value, if it is not equal, we simply use the exclamatory symbol and equals to. For other greater than, we can use the greater than symbol. For less than, we use the less than symbol. For the assignment, we use the equals to symbols. These are the basics operators which we already use in daily life. Only for not equals we are not using. So I should mention it here. Not equal, we use this exclamatory symbol and equals. This comes when you press Shift and 1 in your keyboard. The left side 1, Shift with the 1, this symbol will comes, exclamatory symbol and equals to. So then we use this not equals to. For this particular case, 0.5, I have fixed it values to 0.5. It comes here, the NDI current value is 0.5. 0.5 is greater than 0.3. So the condition is true and it executes this part. If its value will be 1.1, then it comes here with the value of 0.1 and 0.1 is greater than 0.3. No, it's false. So it print this. So let's run this and check the output will be. So this is the one example of if else statement. It is also a very useful statement. What I exercise for you here it is you need to form the cloud cover, and initially you will set it to 15, and if its value is say less than 20, so you should say clear, cloud clear, yeah, or you can say clear image. If it is not, then you should print the cloudy image. I hope you will understand. If its value is less than this, it will print clear image, else it will print cloudy image. So let's do this in the same way. You have to create one variable called cloud cover with the value of 50. Say if its value is less than 20, it should give you clear message like this, clear image, or else it should give you cloudy image. So again, I give you 2 or 3 minutes to complete this exercise. Do it for me. Let's see who will finish this first. For you, I have already shown my code and now your task is started. Yes, your code is fine. Good. The next one. Who is writing this cloud covers? This code is not correct. You need to write the other statement is also. But this is the correct one. Let's try. You also use the semicolon every time after this print. You should use here the semicolon. It's a good way of doing code if you put the semicolon. Oh, I have not written. That's why you have not written. Huh? Okay, I have written it now.
So if I want only a part of the editor, to run, say in case of NDVI, it is 46 to 53. So how do I do that? Should I highlight that and run? Only a portion of the script.
You want the range kind of things, now?
Range means that when I am running, I can't share it because I'm doing on a separate computer. It is not showing any error. But the thing is that the entire script from the beginning of the exercise, it's running like. But I want to run only say from line number 46 to 53.
Okay, you want to run the particular selected code, now?
Right.
one way of doing this is you simply comment out the code.
The earlier codes. Okay.
Yeah. You can select the Control A for selecting all the codes and use Control slash. It comment out all the codes for you. Okay. Now I want to run only this particular code. So I selected that code and press Control slash again. The
Okay.
other part of this code is commented out. Only this part will execute, which I am doing for you.
So Control A.
Control and that slash just
and then
before
slash
the shift, right side shift, there is a slash. You
Right.
can
Right.
press it like
Okay. It is Control slash. Is it?
Control slash. We say it a forward
Yeah,
slash.
Yes. Yes.
If you are pressing it Control slash, it becomes green. Green means it's comment out. Look.
Right.
So that is a one way of doing this.
Okay.
Or another way is you can use this symbol called slash and star. Once I use this slash and star, the entire code will be commented out until and unless I am using it again, star and slash. Look,
Okay.
it's a beginning one and this is a ending one. It's
Right.
another way of commenting out the code.
Okay. Thanks.
So it's a multi-line comment and the simple slash is called single line comment. This one is a single line comment and this one is a multi-line comment. Multi-line. You can use it also.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything else you want to ask? You can easily ask. If you communicate with me, then it also good for me, so that I can easily know what the problem you are facing. If there is any problem in your end, you must tell. Now the codes is fine. The only thing is Ronnie, you are not using the semicolon just after this print. Once this end, just before the curly braces, you should use the semicolon.
Hello.
Here, you are using semicolon after the curly braces. That is the error. Okay, tell me. Someone
Yeah.
is speaking.
Yeah. I just wanted to know that after, if we write in one sentence like this in my code, so after semicolon, space would be there, or it would be like this only. Could you please
Oh,
see my?
No. It's only for our understanding we are writing the space. Otherwise, there is look. There is a semicolon. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah, sir.
So there is semicolon and vegetation is there. After the semicolon, I am not going to write any space or anything. I simply write another statement.
Okay. Sir, could you
It
please
will
just see
also
my?
works. Semicolon is for the compiler, the line is end.
Okay.
Space is for us to just make our readability much better. Otherwise, there is no use of that space.
But if we miss anything, the after run, maybe it would be showing error or something. That's why I asked.
After means in what place?
After run.
If you simply place space after the P, then it would be error.
Okay.
Because it's not the function name. No? You must know that for the function name and variable, no space is allowed. No special symbol is allowed. Suppose just after the P, if I write the semicolon, it's error. Because it's a function name or a variable name. We can't use the space here. If I using the NDVI any space, then it's error. Because the variable name is not allowed white spaces. Only one special symbol you can use in a variable name and function, that is called underscore. This special symbol is allowed. So whenever it's required, we can use it.
Okay,
I
sir.
hope it's clear to you.
Yes, sir. Could you please see my script, whether it's correct or any error is there?
Okay, you want to share your screen?
No, no, no. I have given in chat box TD,
What's your name?
TD, Tejaswini.
I'm not able to find it. If you paste it again, then it
Yes,
will.
sure. I'm just it. Okay.
Anuradha, you are getting syntax errors just because you are using the semicolon after the curly braces here. So you should use this semicolon before the curly braces. The bodies begin with the curly braces and it should be end with the curly braces, not by the semicolon. You need to write the semicolon just before the curly braces. That's why you are getting error. I hope it is clear to you, Anuradha. This code is fine. Tejashwini, your code is fine. Only one thing is missing, that is semicolon.
Wait.
Here, after the print statement ends, you need to write the semicolon.
Okay. After print statement, before else.
Before the curly braces ends. This curly braces ends. Here it ends now. Else
Yeah,
before.
else. Okay.
Yeah. So before this curly braces, you should write the
One.
semicolon.
Okay, semicolon. No, thank you.
Is there anyone who is having errors or troubles to run such a codes in your side? Then let me know it. I hope everyone's code is working now. So let's begin one new topic, which is also very important. That is the function. What is function? Suppose I want to do this code for you. The same code I'm going to use again. NDVI. I hope this code is already known to you. So therefore, I'm using this code again. What this code does for me, it simply checks the weather based on this NDVI value. It gives me the output. It is vegetation or land. So I want this code to use for the n number of NDVI values like this. If I want to use this whole code for these four values, then what should I do? One way of doing this, I should write this code again and again. One time for this, and again second time for 0.2, and third time for 0.3. The similar way for n values, I have to write n time this code, and it works. Definitely, it works. If I run this code, and it will give the output 3 times. It gives the output because all the values is uh, are not greater than 0.3. Greater than this. If it is greater than 0.3, it gives vegetation, otherwise it gives the bare land. Therefore, all the values is give bare land. If I change this values to 0.4, now the second output will change to vegetation. But this is not the correct way of doing the coding. if what I'm doing this, I simply write the same code again and again. It also not good for you, because if sometimes you realize that the logic of this code is wrong, the point 3 is not the actual index for the validation, it should be point 3.5. Then what happened? If you correct it here but not corrected other places, the modification of your code will again tedious for you. You have to search all the codes again and again. Everywhere where NDY values logic, you have to find it and change it. And second way of doing the same thing is, you should name this code in one variable. You can name this whole scene to a variable which I give a name is a function. If I give this whole code a one name, then the modification will again become easier for me. So how we do this? The simple way of doing this, we can create a function. For the function creation, there is a keyword called function. Just like a variable, we can create a function. Then function name. So we check we can give its name find vegetation and length. Then we will supply here NDVI value. Look, this syntax you must note in your notebook also. The function name is start. The function, how we create the function. There is keyword called function, and then function name, and this parenthesis, we will supply the list of arguments which were required for you. If your function don't require any argument, you simply make it empty. If we simply make it empty and write some code, like suppose I print India, what this function will do? This function, whenever I call this function, it will simply print the India for me. This part is called function definition. Next time I will note all these things for you also. There is a keyword function, then function name. Function name must have this parenthesis, and the beginning of function body start with this curly braces and end with this curly braces. In between, whatever things you write is known as the body of this function. And how we call it, definition is different and calling is different. Calling means I'm going to use this function. To use this function, we simply use the function name along with this parenthesis and the semicolon. There's a difference. At the time of defining, there is no semicolon. There's only the same what is there? Opening braces and closing braces. Same as like if body, there is opening braces and closing braces. No semicolon at the end of them. But at the calling of this, we required only the function name followed by the parenthesis and semicolon. And we can call this function n number of times. What you simply write this, the single line of code. And once you run this code, oh, sorry, I have write the function name wrongly. Here the L is capital and here I have write the small. That's why it gives error. In error, it also well known. The find wedgeland is not defined because it matches the name and name is not matched. So simply I copy the function name and paste it here. Now I run the code. It will works for me. It gives 3 times India. For printing a single statement, making a function, it has no sense. But we can use it much better ways. So this is a simple function name. Now I'm going to make this function more valuable for us. how I can make this? I simply copy the same code, and inside this function, I am going to copy my if block and paste it here. For you, what I did, the function name is there, and we have pasted the whole logic ndvi values. What the function need? This variable. So I simply copy here. Okay. Now, if I want to access this function, I simply copy it and paste the variable name along with some value. Suppose I want to pass 0.8 to ndvi, this function. At the time of calling, I write the 0.8. 0.8 goes to this value when the function calls, and 0.8 is compared with the 0.3. If 0.8 is greater than 0.3, yes, so the variation will be printed. Other codes, I'm going to erase this code. And for India printing, I only repeat it one time. So even though these two function name are same, the India printing function is name same, this function is name also is same, but they are different based on the parameter. There is no argument and here is the argument. So whenever I use this argument, it will run this portion of code. If I'm using without the argument, it goes for this function to execute. So let's run this code. And you are able to see that code. It works. The vegetation is printed because 0.8. Why the India is not print? Or loading is not allowed here. NDY variables is not required. Let's run this. Okay, let's comment out this. And run. Only the vegetation. Now it works. I think overloading is not allowed there. So simply what I am doing, I have write the one function name, the find veg length, which has one variable called ndvi. If I want to use it for n number of values, simply what I do, I will write the code like this for 2, for 1. And once I run this code, you will see the value will occur. For 0.8, it should be the vegetation. For other two, it's a bare land. So benefit of doing this, if I want to change any logic or definition, I can simply change it here, only one place, and the whole will automatically work according to this because it is defined once and used n times. Here it's 3 times. So that is the beauty of the function. Whenever we required some special kind of task, we create the function. We define some block of code with the name. I have given that name to find veg and land, vegetation and land. And this code will be executed whenever we use this function name along with the signature here. Here the signature is ndva. So it works. For 0.8, it gives vegetation. If I have changed the logic to 0.1, then again for 0.2, it gives vegetation. Let's run this code. So this gives a vegetation, and for 0.1, it gives the else option because the condition is fixed. So this is the one good use of function. And if you want to print this also, so let's make this function name to MSG and call this function. MSG means for the message. If I run this code, Oh, the comment is also uncommented. Let's run this code. Now you will able to see that the MSG means the message will comes from this function, and find wavelength is run by 3 times this code. This will give this out. So I want you should also do this at your end for the same. You can change the message also if you want, and you can change the value, but make sure you achieve this kind of codes at your end. So let's write the code. You can do it for the cloud cover also. If okay, you will write the function for the cloud cover. If cloud cover is greater than 15, the your function will whatever logic we have written earlier. If it is less than 20, it should give the message of clear image. Otherwise, it gives a cloud image. The same logic you have to define by your own function, maybe the find cloud cover function, and if will be there, and similar kind of execution I want from your end, so that I know you will understand all these logics. So make function which find the cloud covers and use this function 2 or 3 times. Okay, so let's see who will do this for me. Okay, do it. You have to write one function for the cloud cover finding. Whatever value you will give to your cloud cover, based on this value, your function will reply to you, whether it's a clear image or it's cloud image. Make this. If you are getting any error, then let me know so that others can also clear if the same kind of error they will find. So we got one output from your side. Let's check their code, whether it works or not. If cloud is less than 20, it's clear. Else cloud is image. Fine. Yes, it's a perfect one. And validation NDVI is greater than if find validation function NDVI if NDVI is this. Yeah, this code is also good, but Tejashwani, you missed the calling of the function. You are not going to call function. At least you have to call function like this way with some values so that I know you will understand how to call this function. For the using this function, we need to call in this way. These are the definition part, and the last three is called the calling. This is called calling. Function what I am doing here, I am using this function. You can say using the function. And here I am defining what to do, what this function will do. What the function will do. We will define here, and here I am simply calling the function. Okay. Is there anything else which you want to know? Yes, it's also fine. Running your code is also good, and your variable name is also fine. Anyone is getting error, then let's also paste it here so we can solve together the error. Another will also know. I know you are not all from computer science background, so maybe the typing speed matters for you.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please tell me, like, this calling is find Wedgeland 0.8, 0.2. So what does that mean? All three.
What you want to ask?
Here you have written, like, is this calling like find vegetable land 0.8?
Yes, this is calling. This is calling. This is calling.
So
We
it is
can
two words.
define function only once, and we can call it n number of time as per our requirement.
Okay, I mean, can you please give some example like 0.8, 0.2, 0.1? I mean, how we'll do that? I mean, what is that purpose?
Okay. I will explain to you. For NDY value of 0.8, I want to check if the value is 0.8. What was the type of that land? It is a vegetation or the where? So once I call this find wedgeland function with the value of 0.8, the cursor goes to the definition of the function. Here the variable ndvi having the value of 0.8, and 0.8 comes here, means 0.8 is greater than 0.1. It is greater. So the statement of this will execute, and the output you got, that is a vegetation. Once the if executed, it comes here after the else. There is no statement, so it comes again to here, and after the full stop, there is again we are calling the function, same function with the new value 0.2. Now this cursor again goes to this definition with the new value 0.2. NDVI now having the value is 0.2. This NDVI is having 0.2. It is greater than 0.1. Again it is greater. So the print statement is again executed with the vegetation. Therefore, the value of vegetation is printed. Next time I am again calling this function with new value 0.1. 0.1. Now this NDVI value is having 0.1, And 0.1 is greater than 0.1? No, it's equals to 0.1, not the greater than. That's why this if condition is false, and here it comes to the else statement, and therefore we got this value.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So one more doubt. Like here, can we create like suppose if vegetation means we included all the things like forest cover, shrubland, and all the
Yes, you
things.
can. If you have a n number of ranges, what we can do it, if we can write it here like this. If NDVI is greater than 0.2 and you want to define it, suppose a new type of land. It's not the real value. I am just giving you
Yes, sir.
concept,
Just consider.
and you want to make it scopes or so the value is greater than 0.2, it gives the water. If the value is greater than 0.1, it gives this. Although the logic was not correct, we have to arrange in the such a way that it will calculate the values. First, we need to define what should be the range for the vegetation. For vegetation, what should be the range we want? Suppose 0.1. This will be the range for the vegetation, and for the water, let's redefine the range. It should be from 0.2 to 0.4, and for what is there? Variant, and other than this value, it means for the greater than 0.5, it should be the bare land. So these are the ranges. If I want to define such range here, what should we cover? First, we check whether the value is greater than 0.2. Yes, if it is greater, then we should assign it to vegetation. If it is greater than 0.8, sorry, 0.4, then it should be the water of our other. If it is greater than 0.4, then sorry, for 0.2. Oh, sorry. If the value of NDVI is greater than 0.2, 0.2 is, no, we have to check two things. It should be from 0.1 to 8. Let's make the same condition. If it is greater than 0.2, we will give it a bare land. If it is greater than this, 0.4. If it is greater than 0.4, greater than 0.2, it should be the water, 0.2, or else it should be the vegetation. Okay, let's check. For normally we check it for 0.5. For 0.5, the value is greater than 0.4, so it should give the other land. Let's make this same value here, so that other. So 0.5, if it comes as 0.5, it is greater than 0.4. The output will be other. If I am giving the value 0.3, it comes here first. 0.3 is greater than 0.4? No. So the if body is not executed. It goes to another if. If the value is greater than 0.2, yes, it is greater than 0.2. So it gives the water. Again, it correct because it comes under this range. Next, if we check for 0.1. So if I come here with 0.1, it is greater than 0.4? No. If it is greater than 0.2, no, then other will be vegetation. It's just a matter of logic you have arranged. I can make n number of else if. I hope this will understand to all of you. I have given this 3 range only. If you want to practice it, you can practice with some bigger range also. Suppose you want to grade your vegetation. Grade 1, if its value is 0.1 to 0.2, or grade B, if its value is 0.2 to 0.3, or you can write if it is value is 0.3 to 0.4. Grade D, if its value is 0.4 to 0.5, or else other than this value, you want to get E. So this kind of range you can also make by the same logic which I have created here. You want to run this code with the similar value, we can write for 0.5, 0.21, 0.11, and you can see the output also. So let's run this code. First value is 0.5. For 0.5 is greater than 0.4. Our range is also there. So the gives other. For the 0.21, 0.21 come under this range. So it gives the water. And 0.11. 0.11 comes under this range. So it gives the vegetation. These kind of logics you can make. So homework for all of you. You must create one function which will grade your vegetation based on these ranges. Next class, we will address this. This is a homework for all of you. Sorry, in this age, I am giving you the homework, but it is important. So please do it. And whatever things I have right here, I am going to share with you by simply, there is a button called get link. First, I need to save this. I have saved. Now there is a button called get shareable snapshot. Once I click this, it gives me the URL. So I simply copy this and going to paste it here. So using this link, you all will able to run the same code, whatever things I have taught today. I start with this creating of variables. These are the codes. Simple creation of variable. After that, I have started the code for creating array variables and also printing using the index. After that, there is an exercise for you. You have created it very well. Then we have created the objects like this. After that, we have created objects along with array variable like band. We have also printed it. And there is exercise which you've done very well. Then we use today a conditional statement just to run some specified block of code based on certain condition. Either we run this block of code or this block of code based on these conditions. These conditions runs based on these values. Then we have created some simple function without any argument and use calling this function with the name. Then we go some deeper with this function with argument. We have passed NDVI value and call this function again and again with difference value. It saves our time, also reduces the block of code and reusability. We have reused this. And now the end, there is a homework for you. We will meet next class. Till now, if there is any error in your code, let me fix it. Cloud covers 15 and this is... Oh, here you missed curly braces. That's why, Anuradha, there is a error because after the clear image function, you miss the semicolon as well as the curly braces, closing curly braces of this if block. So put semicolon here along with the curly braces. Other things, there is a one error, the print. You put one R here extra. Therefore you got the error. So remove the R here and put semicolon and curly braces. Then error will be resolved. Anything else you want to ask me, or we should end this session? So it's end. For me, it's over. Should I close this session?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you can
I
close.
think
Okay.
there are no further queries.
Okay. So I'm closing this. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
for
much,
this
sir.
wonderful.
Thank you, sir.